One of the guys that, they might be optimistic about is Christo Kelly, who is expected to be the team's starter at center after, spending the spring there as the starter. Now, as we've transitioned here into the fall, he was with that first team group the other day. Kelly's played 36 games over the course of 5 years, including 23 starts at center. He played every game over the last 2 years on an offensive line that was regarded as one of the best at the FCS level. Did win all Patriot League honors 2 years ago back in 2023, where he graded out pretty well. And then this past season played a career-high 778 snaps and was named a first-team All-Patriot League member. His numbers, not necessarily great this past year. If you go by Pro Football Focus, 59.4 run blocking grade, a 65.4 pass blocking grade, and a 61.5 overall grade. But here's the thing. In 2 seasons as a starter, he has yet to allow a sack, and it's allowed just 12 quarterback pressures. Now, when you talk about the learning curve and going from a lower level of competition to the highest level of competition in the sport, this is different. This is even more different than going from the group of 5 level at the FBS level to the power conference level. You're talking about a guy going from the FCS level, and the Patriot League is decent. It's not the greatest. It's not one that's producing national champions every single year. Like, let's say, where are they at? South Dakota State, the Summit League, I believe. That's where you're getting a lot of your champions from. Montana coming out of the Big Sky, stuff like that. No, you're talking about a conference that's decent, but not really that great. That's my worry with him. I get that he's earned the trust of the staff, and maybe I should be more comfortable with the fact that he is going to be the starting center for the team because Belichick really seems to love him. But there's just that part of me that's concerned based off of some of those numbers that we've seen and the fact that he is coming up from the FCS level for this season. So I'm going in cautiously optimistic on Christo Kelly this season.
Yeah, I understand that. I do believe, though, one of Belichick's better centers during his time in New England was an undrafted free agent that would go on to have a lengthy career. So he's done it at the NFL level where he took a guy that was not good enough to get drafted and got quality success from that position. I think, whether it's just the experience, whether it's his ability to communicate, the trust, no matter what, he's done something to earn the trust of this coaching staff. And so I think for us as fans, as hard as it is, and I think fans buy in more to the whole, well, he's got to jump from the FCS to the power conference level. I think we put a lot more into that than coaching staffs do.
Yep.
But I mean, that's why we're fans. I mean, we do the same thing in basketball when, you bring a guy up from the mid-major level. Can he translate to the power conference level? But it wasn't an accident, I think, that you saw him get up behind the microphone and talk to the media back earlier this summer. And so I think for him, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. And until I've got a reason to not believe he should be the starting center, I'll just go status quo. And go with the flow with what Belichick has put in here. So, because if it doesn't work, I think they know they've got another option. If he's not in the starting center, you've got someone that you can just plug back into play and understand you're going to get, consistent production from that position. So, I'm excited to see what Christo Kelly does this upcoming year. What a badass name, by the way, Christo. That's maybe the best first name on the team for this upcoming season, so that makes him another easy guy to root for. But he's definitely done something to catch the attention of the staff, and I think that speaks volumes about him. And I think it's why, barring something unforeseen, he'll be Carolina's starting center in all of 2025.
Yeah, I just want to see him be a little bit better as a run blocker. Can you do that for me? I mean, a 59.4, it's not horrible. I mean, his 66.8 the year prior, I think is a little bit better. Can we maybe get back to that range just a little bit? I'd love for our running backs to be able to find lanes right in the middle in that A and B gap. So I think that's really what you're hoping for from him. But I think you're right. I think he's one of those guys that if you want to believe in him because of what Bill Belichick is showing you by putting him up on the media stand, then it makes perfect sense. I want to see it when we get to that first game.